G'day guys, welcome to a new episode of Bogan's Guide to Wine. We've got a bit of a special episode today. We're at the Hunter Valley. Luke's brought us back here to Pigs Peak. We've done this a little bit back to front, so you'll work it out. So let's go check out Pigs Peak now. G'day guys, welcome to a new episode of Bogan's Guide to Wine. We've got a bit of a special one today. We're here in Hunter again with Luke and Steve. We are at Pigs Peak, that's correct. We've had a few drinks already, so I'm a little bit vague. We're going to try something a little bit special today. Steve's going to actually blend us up a glass of...
We're going to try a wine called Werewolf.
Werewolf.
So what we've got is we've got Zinfandel and we've got some Shiraz. What we're going to do is get Zinfandel, which is a big fruit-driven style, and then we're going to blend some Shiraz into it.
Nice technique there. I've never seen anyone suck wine out of a barrel before.
Oh, you get the chocolate off the banana too.
Suck starter Harley.
That's it. So with the Zinfandel, they're real fruit-driven wines, and they almost can get too much, too fruity. So what we'll do is we'll blend 20% Shiraz into it, and that's going to take some of the fruitiness out of it, give it a bit more colour, a bit more tannin structure, make it a bit more grown up.
Lovely this having a barrel. It's not a typical episode that we normally bang out. Special occasion. Alright, we're going to put this into the 3 glasses.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you know how to do it better than I do.
Let's try and shit it a bit.
Excellent. Very methodical. Anyone think you're a bit of a scientist? Would that be the case?
Yeah. First job as a chemical engineer.
Yeah. Alright, so
You still get the Zinfandel on the nose, but you with the fruits.
now most of the audience isn't familiar with Zinfandel. What notes should we be finding on Zinfandel?
Zinfandel is the funniest thing. Like if we get a bunch of Shiraz that weighs often about 300 grams, the biggest bunch of Zin that we've actually put on the scales is 1.2 kilo. And what will happen is in a bunch of grapes this round and this long, you'll get layers of grapes within the bunch. The grapes on the inside of the bunch won't ripen properly because they're not getting any sun. The grapes on the outside of the bunch will even over-ripen the Sultana. And to make good Zin, you've actually got to keep ripening that bunch until the inner grapes get ripe. The outer ones are ripe, and then the outer ones are Sultanaed over-ripe. So you get a huge flavour spectrum from all the riper elements. So you can get all sorts of cinnamon and nutmeg and spice. But then you get things like licorice and black currant sneaking in as well. And it's all really jumping up out of the glass.
Yeah, it smells delicious. You'll find that cinnamon you were talking about just a second ago. That's yeah, it smells great. So the colour, it's you'll hardly tell from this tiny weedy thing you poured us, but it's nice and
You only have a medium body.
only have a medium body.
Yeah. They don't have big colour intensities.
Yeah.
But the tricky thing is, because of this sultanaing of the grapes on the edge of the bunches, when the sultanas release their sugars into the wine, there's potential there for the yeast to eat them and make more alcohol.
Oh.
So these guys are often 17%.
And what percentage would this one be?
Look at that.
17%. So sorry, Lurchy, you're not here for one of the biggest ones we've ever had before, but too bad, sucker. You've got to come with me next time when we go to the Hunter. So let's have a taste, eh, boys?
Yeah, I've already had. The only one would be the pig, you might say.
That's amazing. Now, would there be much difference between what you've just done here and what by the time it goes in the bottle, or pretty much coming out exactly the same?
No, this is on final approach now for bottle.
Yeah.
I find by October the wines look like they're going to look when they're bottled,
Yeah.
and that's when we work out our blends. So we've just worked out the blend on this last week, we tried,
Yeah.
and then that'll just trundle into the bottle sometime around late January.
Yeah. This tastes beautiful. It's got a
Silky.
Still, exactly. It's you talk about these alcohol levels, and normally you can really feel that alcohol boom when you got something around the 15%. There's no alcohol boom there at all, is there? It's just nice and smooth and just freaking delicious, mate. So it's well done.
Yes.
So if anyone was going to track this down, how would they get hold of you?
You've got to talk to Linda. Linda's the wine Nazi.
The Wine Nazi. Okay,
So,
sweet.
Linda's bring Pigs Peak, and we'll probably end up with Linda.
Yep.
And you can tell her what you want and what you need, it'll happen.
Okay.
Talk to the rest of us.
Got no idea. So have you got a web page or something these guys can go visit?
Yeah, it's in reconstruction. You're better off just ringing Linda.
Ring Linda. Okay, so I'll put the phone number up on here so you can get hold of Linda and track this down. When will this be in the bottles?
That'll go in the bottle around Australia Day.
Yep.
And it'll be released about 2 minutes afterwards, I imagine.
Excellent. Well, that's nice and Aussie. That's fantastic. So there you go, guys. If you're in the Hunter, check out Pigs Peak. Thanks, Luke, for bringing me here. And thanks, Steve. This has been a wonderful discovery. So till next time, guys, this has been Bogan's Guide to Wine. We'll catch you later. So everyone's going to be wondering about the hats, mate. What can you tell us about that? Why are we wearing these silly bloody things?
We put a photo in the local visitors guide a few years ago, and it was just very simply sort of the blue steel sort of, and just underneath it, Pigs Peak, wear the fox hat.
Wear the fox hat. Beautiful. Now, you're also telling us you had a bit of a James Halliday story.
One of those things, I was in one of those moods one day, and we were filling out the paperwork for Halliday, and I told him we had an assistant winemaker called Hugh Jorgen.
Hugh Jorgen, so that's Hugh as in Hugh Grant and Jorgen.
Yeah.
As in Jorgen.
So we actually got it printed in the book twice. So then we printed up T-shirts that just simply said Pigs Peak winemaker Steve Lang with Hugh Jorgen, and we gave one to every staff member, and they just had a little tie on Hugh written on the collar.
I was sure James would have appreciated that. You got a good sense of humour, has he?
No idea.
No idea.
We haven't been reviewed ever again.
There you go. Brilliant. All right, catch you later, guys.